Massachusetts has strong tenant protections, and while the state doesn't have a statute specifying a precise notice period for landlord entry, the rules are still clearly defined through case law and tenant protection standards. Welcome to TenantScreeningBackgroundCheck.com. Here's what Massachusetts landlords need to know about entry rights. Massachusetts does not specify a mandatory number of hours for landlord entry notice in its statutes. However, reasonable notice is required, and 24 hours is the widely recognized standard in Massachusetts courts and legal practice. Entry must occur at a reasonable time. Normal daytime business hours are the expectation. Massachusetts tenants have a strong implied right of quiet enjoyment, and this right is actively enforced by courts and the Attorney General's office. Massachusetts permits landlord entry for repairs, inspections, to show the property, and in emergencies. Emergency entry without notice is permitted for genuine, immediate threats to the property or tenant safety. What makes Massachusetts stand out is how seriously the state takes violations. Interference with a tenant's quiet enjoyment can constitute a violation of Massachusetts consumer protection law, exposing the landlord to actual damages, multiple damages, and attorney's fees. Massachusetts also specifically prohibits landlord conduct that is intended to force a tenant out of their unit, commonly called constructive eviction. Repeated unauthorized entry can fall into this category. For Massachusetts landlords, give at least 24 hours written notice before non-emergency entries, enter at a reasonable time, and keep thorough records of all communications with your tenant about entry. The legal exposure for violations in Massachusetts is significant, so good habits matter. For complete landlord resources and tenant screening tools, visit TenantScreeningBackgroundCheck.com.